Hi everybody. So I have a lot of things I need to do today. I have a check that I need to deposit. I have this issue where I just can't deposit a check even though all I have to do is sign it and take pictures of it on my phone. But for some reason I just choose not to, or I really don't know why. I need to like dive into why I do that. Basically, I have a check here that I really need right now. I really need it. And it's like printed bad, and so it's not scanning on the app, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, like I cannot go back to that restaurant and ask them for a new one. So I'm like, okay, do I go to Bank of America? Like, what if they don't take it? Then I have to ask them for one. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be pissed off. Ugh, I don't know what to do. Anyways, okay, so I have to go to Bank of America so I can try to get this check deposited. I mean, that's like the main thing that I need to like go and do. And then I really need to like lesson plan for my tutoring sesh tomorrow. And then I could do Friday too if I'm on a roll. And then I really want to study for the CBEST, because right now in life, I'm like, okay, I do really want to do this and I'm hoping that it takes off, but while I'm doing this, and now that I have the courage to like talk to the camera and post it online, I really need to get a job so I can like do fun things to record, you know, instead of just being like, yeah, I'm unemployed. So oh yeah, this is my plan. So I'm either going to, one, take my resume and apply to more restaurants, which totally down to do, or take my CBEST, which I'm pretty sure I don't think I have to do it unless I tutor. I mean, sorry, unless I want to be a substitute, but sorry, I like can't keep a thought in my head right now. It's like the words that are coming out of my mouth, like I already thought about them like 30 seconds ago, and like I'm already thinking about completely different things up here, so I'm like, I don't even know what I was talking about. Okay, I need to settle my thoughts. Let me take a deep breath. I really want to study for the CBEST. If I take the CBEST and pass with my degree, or with any degree really, if you have a bachelor's degree, you can become a substitute. And it's like pretty decent money a day. It's like at least 200 bucks a day. If I take the CBEST, I can become a sub, and then I can just do that a few times a week and I will be good. So I either want to do that or I want to start working in the restaurant. But like if I work in the restaurant, then I'm probably gonna have to work weekends, and it's like, ugh. But see, the thing is, like if I'm a sub and I do it a few days a week, it's gonna be like the same amount of money I was making at the sushi restaurant. What I do need to do is get ready. Ugh, life is just so stressful right now, you guys. Like, I've grown accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle where I spend money like crazy. But I saved a lot too. I was just making a lot for like, I don't have a lot of bills right now. I'm very lucky and fortunate in life. So I've grown accustomed to growing my savings and spending basically as much as I want, like on food or whatever. And so I'm really not used to just like the adjustment, and I'm really stressed because I have this check that I mean, it's my fault because I should have cashed it or tried cashing it while I still had the job. I got this check so long ago. But I didn't, and now it's like, oh, it can't read the code at the bottom or something like that. And I'm like, hello? Well, what am I supposed to do about that? You know, like I really don't want to go in and like ask him, like, hey, this check was printed wrong. Can you reprint it? Like, oh my, because he actually did text me again and was like, I don't know. Yeah. But he texted me again and he was like, I have your last check, do you want to pick it up or do you want me to mail it to you? And I was like, can you mail it please? And then I sent him my address, and so that would be like awkward if I was like, hey, remember the check before the one you just mailed? Like, I need you to mail that one too because it's not working. But I hope Bank of America will accept it once I go there, and I really hope there's not a freaking long line because I will be so mad. But I have a feeling there will be. Sorry, I need to focus. I'm just like really scared of being a substitute. Like it's like babysitting, where it's like you think it's gonna help you become a parent, but like it really just traumatizes you, you know? Like, you think subbing would be like a good practice, but I fear it's just gonna be like, because no one likes a sub, no one listens to a sub. They're just there to like babysit basically because the teacher's not there. Not saying I would do that as a substitute. I'm saying the kids in the classroom treat substitutes like that. But then that's such easy money if the teacher's just like, just play a movie and I just have to sit there all day. Oh my gosh, sign me up, you know? But then like getting up at like 7 in the morning and like having to figure out what to wear. Are you kidding me? I need to like up my wardrobe and make it more like I'm an adult, you know? Because like I can't go show up in like this. Well, this is like pajamas, but still. But in order to freaking fix my wardrobe, I need money. Therefore, I need a job. I need more tutoring clients too. I got one and I really love doing it. Like, it's so fun and it's decent money. But one, she lives far. So it's like, I'm almost like, and it basically takes an hour of commute, like to get there and drive back. And so, hold on, I need to focus during this part, but let me just finish what I was saying. It takes an hour to like get there and get back. So really it's like the money is split between 2 hours. And I'm way better in person than I am over Zoom. I just really hate Zoom and I think it's not an efficient way to teach people. Coming from someone who had to do like Calc 2 and Calc 3 and linear algebra and all these things over Zoom and I learned nothing. I didn't say that though, especially if you're trying to hire me somewhere. But it's not my fault. Like, hey, I did the class. I didn't like cheat. I did it fair. So I guess I learned it, but like, it's over Zoom. You can only learn so much, you know? So I could do it over Zoom. Don't want to because I feel like I will not be able to help as much and she won't get as much out of it. If anyone has good eyeliner recommendations, let me know. I use this Morphe one, but it's like completely dried out. Like sometimes I literally have to like wet it to like use it because it's old. But I don't like buying new stuff like this, you know. I like buying fun things, or I like buying food really, and that's like my favorite thing to buy. Well, one side is way longer than the other side, but it's literally fine. This is what we have so far. I just have done my eyes. I put some sparkles and mascara and eyeliner. That's that so far. Favorite, I was gonna say ingredient, favorite step, blush, of course. One thing about me is I just don't believe in blush blindness. I think you can never have too much, so really just lather it on there. And if you're out there thinking like, oh, I wish I could do my blush like that, but I would look so weird. I used to think that too. So just do it, because you can just do it. Like, I can't do my blush like that, even though it looks so good on her and I know it would look good on me. Like, girl, just put the blush on. And there, now I look like I was soaking in the sun all day, having a grand day in the sun. Yep, fit check, TJ Maxx shirt, Baggu bag, Patagonia shorts, really old and beat up Converse. Hey guys! So, update. Bank of America couldn't, okay, sorry, because I'm so emotional. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this when I'm not like sobbing and in the parking lot basically where I used to work, so I'll be back. Okay, so sorry, this is probably gonna be shaky because I know if I leave it up there it's just gonna overheat. But I'm just so frustrated because so like I said, I had to get that check deposited today because I was trying to do it through my Bank of America app, and there's numbers at the bottom of the check that I guess that's like how they scan it or whatever. And the check I got, it was like low ink or it was a misprint or something, and I was not able to scan it through the app. So I went to Bank of America because I'm sure their scanners are better than just like better than the camera on my phone. So I went to Bank of America and the lady there was so nice too, and there was no line. I was like, oh, this is perfect, everything's gonna work out for me. So I like go, and she's so sweet, and she helps me, and she was like, oh, that's no worries, like I can just manually enter it. And I was like, cool. And then she was like, for some reason it's not letting me manually enter it. Let me go get my manager or something. And then her manager comes out and was like, yeah, sorry, like we can't do that. So you can try going to Chase, because it was through like a Chase account. She's like, you can try next door at Chase and see if they'll like reprint it or something or deposit it from there. But yeah, we can't help, sorry. And I was like, oh, no worries, like thank you. Sorry, I'm just thinking that I was literally just crashing out at Chase. We'll get there though. So I go to Chase because they're literally in the same parking lot. So I go to Chase and I was just like, hey, I have this check. It seems to be misprinted or something, because I didn't know. I thought like Chase printed the check, but it was really like the company printed the check, but through a Chase account or something. I don't know. And so they basically say like, oh, we can't help you because we see that this company has paid you before, but we can't just take it out of their account and give it to you, because if they don't give it to us, then we're out money. And I was just telling the lady like how I really don't want to have to go to the company or like my old owner and ask for a new one, and how I really don't want to do that because it was not the best. And she was like, yeah, no worries. And then she was super nice, and then she went and asked her manager or something, and he came back and was like, that's who told me, like, yeah, sorry, we can't give you the money unless you have a Chase account, because unless we put it straight into your account, then we can always take it out if the company doesn't pay us. But if the company doesn't pay us, and then we're just down money or something like that. And I was like, okay. And at that point I was like, so it's not like I can't get my money. And he was like, no, but that's another great reason to open a Chase account or something like that. And I was just like on the verge of tears, and I was just like, okay, thank you. And I just like grabbed my stuff and left. Oh my god. Why am I crying so much? And then so I go to Chase, and then I just go to my car, and then I start sobbing. I was like, what do you mean? Like, if you give me the money, you can't, like, they can't pay you? I'm like trying to think of solutions. Like, well, what if they just like deposit it, and then when the company approves of it and sends them the money, they can call me and just give me the money or something like that. And he's like, well, we'd have to deposit it into your account. And I was like, well, and he's like, and it has to be a Chase account. And I was like, okay, well, can I just make an account and then delete it or like erase it? He's like, well, we can't make an account just to get rid of it or something like that. And I was like, okay, well then what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I need this money. And I really didn't want to have to text my old boss. And then that's when I just started crying in the Chase, where I was like, is there like anything else we can do? And I was like, I'm sorry. And then the nice lady that was helping me at first just came out with like a box of tissues and started helping me. And they're like, did you try like using their machines at the Bank of America store? And I was like, bro, yes, I fucking went there and tried to do everything I could there, and they told me to come here. Like, you were no helpful. And he was just, that man was just annoying. And he's just like, yeah. And I was asking him, so I was like, okay, so it's the company that makes the checks, and they just did it through a Chase account. And he was like, yeah. Like, I'm like, sorry, I'm asking because I don't fucking know how checks and banks work, okay? And like, what the hell even is this company? Like, oh my god, I'm literally like, I'm a mess. So yeah, that's really unfortunate and annoying. But I guess update again is I just texted my boss. I said, hi, I've been trying to deposit a check from July 20th and it won't scan. I went to Bank of America and Chase to try to resolve it, but it won't work. And they said the only way it'll work is if the company reprints it and sends me a new one. And then he just said, okay, I'll send a new one. So all this crying for nothing, but like, I thought like he'd like try to be like not hostile, but like make it a bigger deal than it is and like make it harder. But like, thank God he's just being chill about it and it's just like, okay, I'll send another one, like, thank you. Like, clearly I really need this money. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a good amount, it's a lot of money, you know? It's not like it's just like $100. So, I do need it, and, if anyone needs a math tutor, let me know. Everything's okay. Everything is okay, and I'm just so lucky because everything just works out for me. So I'm gonna get that check and everything is gonna be a-okay. Big girl. Hello everybody. So, it's a completely different day. I just needed to chill. Also, just a completely different set of events happened yesterday, so I didn't pick up the vlog camera again. But today I had a tutoring session, which was great. And then after tutoring, I went to a coffee shop and did some work. I made a new flyer for my tutoring services, and I took a practice test for the CBEST. It's just like basic skills requirement. So I just took like the reading exam or whatever and timed myself to make sure like I can do it. 1, and pass, and 2, in the allotted amount of time. And I did. Yep, no big deal. I did get a B though. I'm a math girl, not a reading girl. It's fine. Speaking of math, I am printing out some flyers because I was just at my favorite coffee shop and my favorite girl was there and she was like, oh my gosh, bring a flyer or something and I'll put it up and blah, blah, blah. So I just printed this out and I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna hand it to her and put it up. And then I printed out some small ones, she said, because like if people want to take it or something, I don't know, but I'll take that. Anyways, I'm just gonna cut these and then I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna give them to her. Dun, 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 dun. Green was the color of the grass where I used to read in Centennial Park. I used to think I would meet somebody there. When I was a kid, I was always kind of like, what the heck is the point of an email? Like, why do I need an email? And I just like didn't get it. But now that I'm like blasting my stuff everywhere, I'm like, I do not want to put my number on there. Like, so I get emails now. I get why people have emails. You'll learn something new every day, huh? Okay, these ones have big borders on the bottom and I don't like that, so I'm gonna cut it off. Ta-da! It's like the worst lighting ever. Dun, 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 dun. If she wants to take a picture of me and post it on the Instagram, that way everyone knows that I am trustworthy to come to their house and tutor their kids or them. So there we go.